What's up everyone? In today's video I have the Fichet M3B lever lock, another French lock with a very interesting design with 7 levers and 1 interactive lever, let's say. Okay, so let's talk about the mechanism because it's pretty interesting. So first let's take a look at the key, and we can see that the key has these, let's call them wings, of these different sizes. So that's one feature that interacts with the levers. But further down you can see that there are these peaks that have their peak at different place, and these hills are steeper or less steep. So that's another thing that interacts with the levers. And we have the interactive element. This is this little ball basically that just pushes on the interactive lever in one direction. So it has not 2 security positions but just 1. Okay, so without further ado, I just wanted to show you what happens if you insert the key. I left one of the levers inside. You can see it's sticking out from the side and it's sticking out from the bottom. So this is basically the face of the lock, and when I insert the key, the lever moves. Okay, and what that does is that this lever interacts with 2 places inside of the lock housing. You can see it looks pretty complicated. So this is the front side, goes like this, and inside you can see many grooves and cutouts. So basically the lever is blocking the rotation of the lock at 2 places. First, it's this place. You can see that it's this little thing that sticks out on the bottom. Okay, so if I inserted it there, it would basically not allow me to rotate because of this position. So the first thing that you need to do with any lever is to kinda, through this hole, rotate it further laterally, like this way, so it can get into this groove around. Okay, and when they are there, so the first layer of protection, let's call it, is cleared. But then the lever is also sticking out on the side of the lock, as you can see, and what that does is that it blocks the rotation in here, in this groove. Okay, so there's another groove, and to get it out of that groove you need to push the lever inside. Okay, so first rotate it so it escapes this cutout and gets in this groove. Okay, and then you need to push it inside so it escapes this cutout and gets into this horizontal groove that runs along the lock. Okay, so basically 2 movements you have to do in order to set all the levers. So that's it, and yeah, let me just show you what a lever looks like. These guys, basically, this is the part that sticks out laterally, and this is the part that sticks out on the bottom. And when they're inside of the lock, they rotate around this ball bearing. Okay, like this. So in order to pick this lock, you first need to find a good way how to tension it, because it's not easy to tension since the core is a little bit buried inside of the housing. So you need to find something that will clear this little part. So this is the thing I was using. I did not make it. It was my friend Yabende. So thank you, man, for this. You basically hook like here and apply tension on the core, and then you can start working on the levers. And to do this, you also you don't need a special tool, but it certainly helps if you have something like this, because then you can do both the rotation like this and pushing inside like this. Okay, so let me just show you without this. Okay, here we have the lever, and when you're picking the lock, you are rotating the lever first, so it clears one of the tracks, and then you are pushing it inside, so you are looking for the other correct position, so both of these tracks are cleared. So it all sounds nice and all, but in reality the picking process is extremely tedious and boring, because these levers act very tapered, and they bind really weakly, at least when you start picking the lock. Towards the end it gets better, but you are looking for basically very minor resistance along each of the axes, and even then it's not too clear when a lever is set. Sometimes you get a click, sometimes you don't, but well, it's a very time consuming process, or it can be, so you will see that as I was picking the lock, I spent a good 5 minutes on last two levers, because they were just ping-ponging and I did not read the feedback correctly. But eventually I got the lock picked. The gutting was another part of the story. I just put the video up there because I did not have proper tools to unscrew these Torx screws. So yeah, I think that's it for this lock. So basically what you need are some tools, lots of patience, and to develop a feeling when a lever is set in both directions, and you're good to go. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and start the pick. Okay, here we go. Let's put some tension in here and start the pick. Okay, so just checking the interactive first. Nothing there. One. Definitely bound, so lifting him. And pushing. Okay, he's loose now. And now 6, bound up, pretty nice. Okay, he's in place now, check one again. One is loose. Now 7, bound up. Just click there. One is still good. 6 as well. So let's move to 2. Okay, seems like he's in place. 5, bound up. Okay, he clicked in place, now he's loose. 4. Not really binding too much, but he's loose now. This guy. Not exactly binding, but there was some resistance. Okay, 1 is loose. 7 is loose. 6 is good. 5 is good. Click on 4. Now 2 is good. So 3. Not really. 2 again, not really. Okay, so now there will be not too much feedback anymore. Maybe some of these need just a little nudge. Not much, but okay. So 2 and 3 are like binding and then not binding. I'm just gonna increase the tension a little so I get better feedback out of them. Okay. So just checking all the other levers. 7 is in place. 1 as well. 2 is not, but he's the weird one with 3. Okay, 3. 4 is good. 5 and 6. So okay, 1 is binding now for some reason. Okay, he's good. Trying to set 2 and 3 again. Still not clicking into place. Yeah, 3 and 4, these are like the problematic levers in this lock. I'm just going through them. I feel that they are not set yet, for sure, but they're very close to being set. Just need that little something. Let's check the interactive again. Okay, I dropped something, which is not a bad sign. It just means that something wasn't set properly, and now I get another chance to do so. So it was, of course, this guy. Okay, he's not binding. 4. Two and 3 all over again. This might become boring very fast, because these two guys are a mystery to me still. Sometimes they want to go to place, sometimes they don't. Okay, 1 is binding now. Click there. Pretty sure I dropped the interactive now. Very, very suspicious click on it, so let's, okay, set him. Okay, 1 is dropped. Feels set now. And 2 doesn't want to settle. Although, okay, that was just a moment that he felt good. Okay, let's go through the others. This one is good. 5 is good. 6 and 7. 1 keeps dropping. Come on, dude, don't drop on me. Now 1, 2 and 3 are all like out of place. Let's check the interactive again. Click on him. One feels good. 4 not so much. Actually it was 3, sorry. This might take a while. And 2 just don't want to be set. For some reason. Okay, there was a drop somewhere. One is good now. Checking the interactive again. 2 is like springy. Okay, click on one little co-rotation. Little movement on 4. Okay, these start to bind more. Click on 1. 4. Actually 3. Sorry, I keep mistaking them. 4. Fuck. Come on, buddy. Just open up. It's not hard. Check the interactive again, maybe. Nope, it's not bound. Okay, running circles, I guess. All of these are set. I don't even have to worry about the left side anymore because they are in place, but these guys, they are not. It's just 1, 2 and 3 giving me a headache. Okay, some clicks on 3. 2 feels good. Actually, all feel pretty good now, I guess. Even 3. Check the interactive maybe. Is good. I don't know, I feel like... Okay, there we go. Wow. Got the lock picked. Finally. Let's take a look. That indeed is picked. Can move the core freely. I don't want to kind of shift the places of the levers. Alright, so now okay, so there's the lock, got it. Here are the levers with the interactive one in here, and all the parts of the lock in here. Okay, so thank you for watching this very tiring video, but it's just the way the lock is. So see you next time.